What's up, y'all? We are starting off a new vlog and we're in HomeGoods. Now, you probably won't be able to hear it, but the rain is coming down hella hard, so I know I'm gonna be in here for a while. This is my stop on my way home from work, and I found these cute little baskets to put like my produce in. I'm gonna use these for like my lemons. These baskets I'm gonna use for my onions and potatoes. How cute are these? I figured I would take my time and peruse in the store, but while I'm here, let me show you guys what I wore to work today. Look how beautiful and big this mirror is. Oh my gosh, can y'all hear that thunderstorm? But this mirror right here, it's $800, but it's big and beautiful. Y'all will not believe what I just had to do. I'm still kind of in disbelief that I just did this, but the rain has calmed down for now. But it's raining overall, okay? It's wet outside, it's raining. So I get to my car and my key normally signals to my door that, hey, your human is here, unlock the door, okay? It didn't want to do that today. And she's done me like that a few times. I'm starting to feel like my car doesn't like me that much. I don't know why, because I do my best to take care of her. Anyways, out of all days today, I really needed her to show up and just unlock the door. Well, I get to said door and she ain't working. So now I'm fumbling through my bag looking for the actual key so I can press the actual button for it to unlock. As I'm rumbling through my bag and I'm holding the umbrella and my HomeGoods bag, I find my key, but my key slips out of my hand because it's wet. It's raining outside. Not only does my key slip out of my hand, it goes underneath the car next to me. Yes, it does. And I'm looking in my car. So I was able to get my key and press the button before it flew out. Okay. So I opened my door looking for something in here that I could like scrape it across to me. Nothing. I ain't got nothing in here because for the most part, I keep my car clean. So yes, I had to get down on the dirty and wet, disgusting street to retrieve my key up underneath the car next to me. What started off as a pleasant after-work HomeGoods run has now turned disturbingly disgusting. And I have to get home now so I can wash my body and this grime off. So I don't know if the camera's gonna do any justice, but my whole panel, all of this is wet, okay? Because I was in disbelief that the key flew up under this car. Disgusting. And I'm disgusted. Very much so disgusted. I done used up the rest of my hand sanitizer because the way I'm feeling right now, the fact that I had to get on my knees and it's raining outside, it's wet outside, it's dirt, it's outside is just dirty. I have no words. All right, y'all, so I just left the Chanel store. I did manage to get a few clips. I was in there with Latoya Luckett. We were both going back and forth on what earrings to pick up. Okay, earring in question. This is the other option. And these are the silver options. I like those, but I really... And I did eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I think I'm gonna do this.
Going just like this.
So she and I decided on the same ones. She got the silver ones and I ended up getting the gold. But the way that I am set up, my OCD, if it is the last pair or if it's the pair that's in the front, I don't want it. Like, I want a fresh new pair. But since today was the launch day, she was like, girl, it dropped today. Just get those. Fine. So I was willing to buy the earrings that they had on display. But when we took a closer look, me and the sales associate, there were a lot of scratches around the CC. So he was like, we're going to get some more in the next few days. So just wait for a fresh batch to come in and I will call you so you can get those. I'm going to wait when the new ones come in and I'll grab those up. But those shades, those cat eye Chanel shades, those were fly. I'm still a little indecisive on whether or not I should grab those up too. Should we get these? But there was only that pair in the store. And again, I don't want the last pair. I am able to order those online, but I want to make sure that I really want those. They look fly. So I may just end up ordering them tonight. I don't know. But the earrings were really cute. So here's the thing. I am venturing away slowly but surely from costume jewelry, but there are certain pieces from Chanel that I feel like I still need. I don't know how many seasons back. I want to say this probably came out between 2016 and 2018, but the button CC earring, so it has the button as the stud and the big CC as the pendant. I need that in my collection. And I've seen quite a few pair on Fashion File, but the resale price of those is ridiculous. I ain't doing it. So I am hoping that they bring it back at some point. That I will pick up. But other than that, if it's not anything that really catches my eye, besides what I saw today, then I'm not really going for costume jewelry anymore. There's just something about Chanel as a whole, as a brand, that I'm just so in love with. So I am gonna look, yes, but I will be slow to buy when it comes to Chanel and jewelry. Okay, we just got through eating brunch. We are leaving. I had the steak and eggs, of course, because I want to get in all of my protein and I need my iron. Okay? I know this AC is coming through pretty loud, but y'all, when I say it's hot outside, it's not even pre-summer. It's baby summer. It's baby summer. That is how humid it gets out here, so AC is necessary. And I am fortunate and grateful enough that I have ventilated seats, so I'm getting a cool breeze on my tush, and I appreciate that. So our brunch was cowboy themed, cowgirl themed, and we looked so cute. Everybody looked so cute. So yeah, because it is the last day of the rodeo, we wanted to try to get reservations at a restaurant, a really nice steakhouse restaurant on the grounds of the rodeo, but they were booked. So we had brunch at another spot, and it was pretty good. I can't really complain. It was pretty good. So we are going to Ito, the spot Ito, for just a touch of a Sunday fun day. I like to do ratchet things with my bougie friends. I just love to dress up and go out to eat. That is like one of my favorite pastimes, okay? Feed me and let me dress up, and then you pretty much got me, okay? But no, I'm excited to be out. I'm really excited that we are out of the wane of winter. Even though winter is not very long for us, I feel like when we get our cold days, they're cold. So it's nice to come up out of that. It's nice to have longer days where it doesn't get dark at 5:30. It's nice to feel that. So yeah, this is, at least for me, my first official Sunday fun day since the year started. So we'll see what we get into. Okay. It's been almost a week since I last spoke to y'all. I'm sorry. That was not the intention, but it's been a hell of a week. It's been a rough week. It's been an expensive week for me, okay? An expensive week, a rough week, and my allergies have flared up so bad, and that hasn't happened in a very long time. But the pollen outside is pollinating, okay? And it's got your girl just messed up. But this is one of those weeks where I just really needed to figure some shit out, for lack of a better phrase. I needed to figure some shit out. So anyway, definitely wanted to come back and check in with you guys because I've abandoned you all and that was not my intention. So I apologize. But we are at the end of today. I did a lot of running around today, and in running around, I got stopped a lot because my outfit was cute, but this one lady, I was at Baybrook Mall, this one lady, as I'm walking, she's walking past me, she grabs my arm. She's like, "Excuse me, I love your pants. Where are they from?" Can we say violation of personal space? I will give you the information. Just get your hands off of me. Anyway, that was a very weird interaction, but I still gave her the information. It was very weird, but you know, she complimented me, so I guess whatever. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have these parachute pants from Akira, just a basic white tank from Nordstrom, and I have on my white Sambas, and I had my Fendi bag on. This was my look today, and when I tell you, I got stopped so many times. I was like, is there like something on my face? Because this can't be all because of my outfit, but apparently it was. I think we're good there. Anyways, like I said, so I was just getting home from running my errands and I decided I'm not cooking tonight. And because I've had such a stressful week, I deserve some crawfish. And that's exactly what I got, but it was expensive. So I got 2 pounds of live crawfish, a crab cluster, a sausage, 2 corns, 1 potato, and it came out to $55.46. It's expensive, but I need it, y'all. I need to just indulge and clear my mind of all the drama that happened this week. Not only drama in like my home life, but at work, crazy. So I'm covering for 2 desks plus my own work. And it's just been stressful. So I don't want to harp on a bunch of negativity, but I do want to share just a little bit. Can I vent for a little bit? Do you have the capacity to hear me vent for just 2 minutes? 2 minutes, and then we'll get off the soapbox, okay? Okay, so the drama that I'm dealing with right now in the home is my AC system. Now, I am not one of those girls that is shouting from the rooftop that I'm independent. I am not her. I am self-sufficient. Yes, very much so, because I have to be. Who else is going to do it? Okay? But I'm not shouting independence. Baby, help me. Okay? But in between time, self-sufficient. Okay. Now, you guys are aware that I obviously own a home. And with owning a home comes lots of different responsibilities that you, the homeowner, have to take care of yourself, okay? Because said me, individual, is self-sufficient, I have to take on this responsibility. Does it become overwhelming? Absolutely it does, okay? It does. So in editing this video, I realized that I was very long-winded, very chatty, and at this point, I'm so over the entire situation. Just know I initially had someone come out to check my system, but before they even went upstairs to make a diagnosis or went outside to make a diagnosis, they asked me if I had warranty. I never filled out the paperwork when I moved into the home, so I knew I did not have warranty. He then suggested that I replace the entire system without even diagnosing the issue. Once he finally decides to check, he realizes that what I suggested early on about Freon being low, he realizes that I did in fact need to refill on Freon. However, he pushed against that and pushed for a whole system replacement. This is when I knew I was in a effed up situation and a potential scam. Ultimately, he agrees to fill up the system while also quoting me various pricing per pound. A few days later, I did notice some type of substance leaking onto my sidewalk on the side of my house. However, it had not rained and it was only wet in that area, so I could only conclude that it was a leak coming from the unit where it was positioned on the same side in my backyard. Fast forward, I get another HVAC professional come to the house, checks out the system, gives me a diagnosis, but best of all, he gives me options. He tells me the pros and cons of the options, and ultimately, we decide that a new system is in fact the best way to go. However, I feel like I was forced to get a new system because the first guy sabotaged my situation. Unfortunately, I don't have evidence to prove it, but my gut and intuition are both aligned and we feel strong about how he was moving. Then the next day, I find out that I have to get 2 whole new tires. So yeah, my whole week was cooked. So I meant to share that I was in Sephora the other day and I finally decided to pick up the viral Edam. Like, the girls have been all on the socials talking about Edam and how great this is. But to me, the best lip balm that I have come across far is K-Skin, y'all. And I have been squeezing every little bit out of this. I love this lip gloss, lip balm, whatever it is. And it has an SPF 30 in it. I absolutely love this. One of my girlfriends gifted this to us when we went to see Lil Wayne in Florida. Absolutely love it, and I hate that I am out of this. I need to re-up on this. But like I said, I went into Sephora the other day. I saw Edam and I said, let me just go ahead and try it. And because I have a lot of points, I use those to give me a little discount instead of waiting for the Sephora sale, because that's what I should have done. But I got Sakura and I got Butter Mochi. This is just clear, looks like it. But let me test this out and see if the girls are accurate. I mean, the packaging looks nice, but I mean, I'm just hearing, eat 'em this, eat 'em that, eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I do like the applicator. I love that cooling sensation on my lip. But we'll see how the product just lasts. I don't know. I'll come back and let you guys know. But I finally decided to pick this up. So I had to scratch the itch, girl. I saw this everywhere for months. And I was like, look, girl, just buy the damn thing and see if the hype is real. So we're going to see.
Alright, make sure to hold your blessing with 2 hands. One on the barrel, one on the trigger. And you don't want it with 2 hands, it will not shoot. Shoot the lights on the vest. It's on your chest, shoulders, and back. Shoot repeatedly about 5 to 6 shots.
I dropped my phone while we were racing because A, you're not supposed to have your phone. B, I didn't know that the bottom of the seat was open to the track, but one of the attendants found it. And what looked to be a severely cracked phone is just my screen protector. Thank God for screen protectors.
60s and 70s.
Okay.
She was iconic. She loved jewels, martinis, like the life, you know? She had 7 husbands.
Over her
All of her. Yeah, on her
Wait,
life.
Evelyn had 7 husbands.
They all died. That's why it's called the 7 Deadly Husbands on the cocktail. On the cocktail over here, where is it back here? The 7 Deadly Husbands. They all
Wow.
died. And then at the end, she was in love with the girl. So she did like just at the end of the book. So that's where we get like our inspiration.